All right, we have the lady of the hour here with us right now, Miss Shae Williams, and we want to thank you so much for putting on such a huge event like this here in our community. We know you're a home girl, so we thank you so much for coming back home and doing something like this, because from all the stories that I gathered tonight from all of the survivors, the fallen warriors families, and the ladies who are still fighting, this really means a lot to them. So we want to thank you, and just tell me, what was it that inspired you to do something like this?
I've got to experience so many different carpet events and all the Hollywood glamour as an artist, and I was at the neighborhood awards 2 years ago, and we were on a blue carpet, and I just had this vision of being able to do something, and there was this pink carpet there when I looked down at blue, and I said, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go home and I'm going to do whatever in my power to figure this out, and look at us today. In the second year, girl, we're going to grow.
You sure are, and it definitely is evident tonight. So we thank you, Shae, once again for putting this on for us here in the community. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me. Thank you.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. We want to give a special thank you to all of our sponsors, our vendors, performers, and of course, the team of great people who have gone above and beyond to make this event possible. Thank you all for attending and help support and celebrate the life of all of our special honorees this evening. Thank you. At this time, I have Dr. Kathy Lewis Thomas, who is a survivor. Dr. Kathy, can you tell me what type of cancer did you have, and how long have you been a survivor?
I had breast cancer, and I'm a 26-year survivor. I was 20 years old at the time.
Oh, wow, and that's amazing, because so many young women and that's here don't really realize that it can happen to them. So what words would you give to them and to our young females to let them know if they have something wrong to go get tested or to go get checks? What can you give? What type of advice?
I think, first of all, I think that the public service announcement needs to be changed, because if I had waited till I was 40, I wouldn't be here talking to you today. Like I said, I was 20 at the time, and there was no prior history in my family. I was the first to be diagnosed. By the time I was 30, I lost a cousin, but she was diagnosed after me. So I would say that, first of all, the public service announcement stating that women need to be over 40 to get a mammogram needs to be changed, because that is one reason why I feel like we're losing a lot of ladies to breast cancer.
Wow, that's amazing. So that's something that we want to get the word out. So you don't have to be in your 30s. You don't have to be in your 40s. This is something that is seriously, if you feel a lump, if you do your self-examination, this is something that you can do on your own. And Dr. Kathy is definitely a living testimony and a witness to what this being a survivor is. And we thank you so much for being here with us this evening.
Thank you for having me.
At this time, I have Miss Patricia Cray-Daigle that is here with us. And can you tell me, who are you here tonight honoring?
I am honoring my father, Peter Cray-Jan, and two brothers, Merculus Cray-Jan and Earl James Cray-Jan.
Tonight there are our fallen warriors, and can you just kind of give us a brief history on each of them, just like the cancer that they had, the illness that they had at the time?
Well, my dad and my two brothers both had cancer that started in one area and metastasized to other areas to the bone, and started in as colon cancer or in one area, and at the end pretty much metastasized and went all over.
So this is something that's huge and part of your family, dealing with cancer and different type of cancer. So throughout these years, how do your family, like you guys, because I'm sure that you're a big family, how do y'all cope with something like this and get the awareness out in the community?
It's mainly it's a big problem mainly in the male part of the family. We don't have that much of a problem with the females. And with the males, we make sure that they are screened and tested quite often.
That's wonderful, and especially here now, with, like you said, our men, sometimes it's hard to get them to get up and go to the doctor, but that's the first thing they need to go and get checked. So thank you, Miss Pat, and we definitely appreciate it, and we wish you well, and continue to fight and to help others out in the community. Right now, I have with me Miss Victoria Lewis and her family, and she is a survivor. Miss Victoria, can you tell me what type of cancer did you have and how many years have you been a survivor?
I had type 3 breast cancer, and I'm a survivor for 8 years now.
Oh, wow, that's amazing. That is amazing. Can you tell me what got you through those times when you did have cancer?
The only thing that got me through is this lady right on side of me right here. She's a survivor also, and without her strength, I did not have my strength.
And that seems to be the thing tonight, where we have a lot of people that had a strong support system and someone who went through it with them and who had it, so that was maybe they were able to be there for them and to be that backbone. So can you tell me, how did it affect the family when you did find out Victoria had it? How did that affect the family?
It was very hard for us, but we went through it again because her sister who's my mom, also had cancer, had a brain tumor and cancer, lung cancer. It was hard.
So basically, y'all are a strong family. Y'all dealt with this for a long time. So this is something that you were ready for to take on. So basically, y'all are all fighters in this. And conquerors. Well, that's what I'm talking about. And you look amazing, both of you guys. And we thank you so much for being here with us tonight.
Survivor.
20-year cancer survivor. So you definitely have a story to tell.
Yes.
We're not going to ask you to do that with us tonight, but we thank you so much for being here, and we want you both to enjoy this evening. Thank you.
I want to thank everyone for coming out and celebrating life with me for the second annual Celebration of Life Cancer Awareness Showcase. I look forward to seeing everyone show up and show out just like you did this year in 2015, again in 2016. Thank you to my sponsors. I could not have done this without you. We honored our cancer survivors tonight, and I could not have done this without the city of Lake Charles. You guys showed up, you were beautiful, and I thank y'all so much, and I can't wait to roll out the pink carpet again next year. The proceeds for this show went to the Christus St. Patrick Cancer Foundation, and I'm so excited to be able to give back. My sponsors, I could not have done this without you. Nissan of Lake Charles, Christus St. Patrick Hospital, Billy Navarre, Home Health 2000, Delta Dons, Tax Enterprise. Oh my God, the list just keeps going on. But thank you so much, and I look forward to another year next year.